Konnichiwa, welcome to the Geekle Father. So today is episode 58, Dragonball Super, and it was a bit of a investigative episode. So we'll just talk through that, and there's finally the guys in the show, i.e. Whis, Beerus, Goku, Vegeta, they've all got an idea now of who Black actually is and why. So last episode, Mai helped the guys return to the current time, and this episode starts off with Zamasu going and trying to find out what the Super Dragon Balls are, and he basically threatens this chap here. I forgot his name, which is really bad. So if anyone wants to put his name in the comments to remind me of how silly I am, that'll be appreciated. He's got a really droning voice, but he tells Zamasu what the Dragon Balls are and how to get them. And Zamasu is obviously, well, it's quite obvious that he's going to do something with his Super Dragon Balls. And so you're like, what? And you quickly find out this guy is very sneaky. Apparently he's known as the genius. So he's got his little plan there, and he works towards it. He gets told that he has to say pretty peas to summon the divine dragon, and he'll grant you one wish. And in about 10 minutes into the show, you'll find out what that wish was. But you also find out that the Super Dragon Balls, you have to wait a year between using them. So they've been used recently by Beerus when he won the inter-universe competition against Champa. They were used then, and now you have to wait a year to use them again, and so on and so forth, because they have to regain their light. Whatever that means. But this guy, he gets quite cocky about that. Then we see the guys all unconscious on the floor after last episode. They get sensu beans, and they start talking about wanting to go back and try again, which Bulma's very unhappy about. But Goku says that he's got a way to defeat them, which is to become immortal himself. And the way he plans on doing that is eating a whole bunch of sensu beans. And everyone kind of looks at him like, what are you talking about? So if he goes and eats, I think he says, scoff down a whole bowl of sensu beans, then he'll become immortal. And the other guys are like, where are we going to get that many sensu beans from? And they explain that Black turned Super Saiyan Rose, and that Zamasu was there, and all this good stuff. But Goku wants to get straight back into fighting, and everyone's like, well, if you couldn't beat him, how are you going to do that? What's going to happen? Just more classic. Yeah, Bulma had to go at Goku for not taking the sensu beans in the first place. He left them in the toilet. Trunks tells Mai that she wasn't dead in the future, so everyone's got hope. But they're still worried about how they're going to beat Black and Zamasu. And Whis, Beerus, and Elder Kai turn up. Not Elder Kai, Grand Kai turn up. Zamasu is missing. Goasu's making his own tea, which he doesn't look happy about. So basically, the spiel is that Zamasu finds out what the Super Dragon Balls are, goes and wishes to have a servant in the body of Goku. So he's got Goku's power, because he was interested in Goku since he had a fight with him when they went to see him the first time. So he wants a servant with Goku's body, and that servant, because it only obeys Zamasu, is evil because he's made him evil, basically. Whis is kind of like in deductive mode, so he's the one who's telling everyone that he's concluded all these things put together is the obvious answer. Goku said some really interesting stuff. He figured it all out before everyone else, but and everyone was really surprised. He said some really intelligent stuff, but Zamasu then waits another year and then wishes for his body to become immortal. But then Goku goes back to saying stupid stuff again. And then the episode carries on with seeing what Zamasu did, how he got Black to be working for him and stuff like that. We go back to the future quickly, and you see, well, this is they're all figuring out how he got a time ring, and they've come up with the idea that he killed Goku and took his time ring, and the reason he didn't have to wait a year is because he used the time ring to go into the future and use the Super Dragon Balls again. But the guys still don't know how Black and Zamasu's key is similar. That's what they're trying to figure out. So they all go off to see Goku because they also think his life is in danger. And they go and see him. And Goku's explained that he had some issues dealing with learning to be a god and what justice was, but now he's fine. And then at that moment, Zamasu turns back up, a little smirk on his face, and says, "Right, well, I'm here. How's it going?" Like, kind of, that's it. He's made some tea. So a bit of an explanation episode. There is no episode next week, and then 59's coming out on the 25th of September. So September's going really fast, but they've still got to find out why Zamasu and Black share key, and then they've obviously got some more fights coming up. Yes, so not so many theories about this episode, more it's already kind of mostly been explained, but it could all get turned upside down onto its head and spun around, so something completely different could happen. I wonder what you guys think. So it'd be nice if you could, in the comments, start a conversation about it. If you watch this video, just have a look, see what you think. Tell me what you think is going to happen. Tell me what you think is not going to happen. Yeah, hopefully you've liked this. I think still this is doing really well, Dragon Ball Super. I'm really happy watching it. Obviously, I've got to wait 2 weeks for the next one, but I can deal with that. Thanks for watching. It's a lot shorter video today because last week, I did 17 minutes worth of video, talking so much more in depth. Do you think Goku and Vegeta are finally going to fuse, or Patora? One of those two things could happen because they've been talking about working together since Resurrection F. So that could happen. What do you think? That'd be cool if they bring back one of those characters, because obviously Vegeta is canon, Gogeta is not. So Gogeta is canon, isn't he? Yeah, he turned Gogeta to fight Boo. Someone correct me, because I'm probably completely wrong. One of them is canon, one of them is GT and is not canon, so Fusion. Anyway, I should know better, but just have a look, put some comments, like and subscribe, guys, please, and let's start a chat about Dragon Ball Super. It'll be awesome. Thank you for watching. Peace out.